Good morning, Mick. How are you? Morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. We got two flights today: Frankfurt to Billund and Tan Son Nhat to Phnom Pen. Basically, Vietnam to Cambodia for the second flight. I'm your host, pilot, lead singer, and driver of the airplane, Uncle B. Welcome, everybody. We'll get started here shortly. I believe Kev is going to join us today, flying. Waiting for him to pop into the chat so we can. He may be joining us. I think he said he was going to, but we'll give a couple minutes. We'll get into the aircraft, get everything started up, get the passengers loaded, all that good stuff. Today's route. That's got the departure and arrival runways there. That's the straight shot, as you can see on the screen here. I'll pull up the sim brief because I got to generate the flight. So that's what it looks like. I think sim brief should pop up. I think. Don't tell me it's not going to work. Shouldn't be that far behind. It was working last time. Oh, great. Because there was an update on OBS. So let me see if Navigraph pop up. There he is. Well, that's interesting. None of the other stuff is popping up. Oh, Navigraph's popping up, just not SimBrief. Okay, well, you'll see the flight plan. 07 center and 09 for arrival is our, if you're going to spawn in there, Kev, or if you're still loading in. But I put the runway information on the route. If you use exclamation point route, it will give you the runway information based on the weather. So give it a few more minutes and we'll get started here. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pop in now. I think get the aircraft set up. We can get this flight going here. Oh, I gotta generate the flight, don't I? Yeah, I thought I put in the thing for to show on SimBrief, but I guess it's not working. Well, you'll see the flight plan once we get everything put into the system. Oh, now it's showing up. Ah, see, now it wants to work. That figures. Okay. I guess the system was kind of like, well, let me think about it first. Oh, we don't have everything powered up yet. All right, let's get the ground power going first. Okay, so there's our flight plan. So I'll plug all that information in. Shouldn't take me very long. We'll put on 5 minutes. Oop. 5. Start. Okay. Let's go ahead and get her everything turned on here. Get the switch on. I like my coffee hot. Yeah, I'll get there. I'm getting there. Okay. All right. Oh, we gotta align the IRS, the navigation system. All right, let's go ahead and get our FMC set up. Center on the Maru 5 Echo. Tolki. Airway. Yankee 150. Oops. Direct to Eker. Like 852 ALS. Okay, what else we got here? Direct to Givna. Alright, so actually right here we should ILS Zulu 9. All right, there we go. 736.
Boarding is complete.
Look at that.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross check.
Look at, they're just on it today. Three. Going to flight level 290. Cruising wind is 02459. 024. Execute. All right, let's go back here and do some stuff. And get the APU started. Oops, no, that's still there's a line. Okay. Let's do some other stuff here. Let's get flight director on. I think we can get the APU started up actually. Let's go and do that. APU is on. We can get a couple of the everything's done, the fuel's done. Ah, look at that. Everything's done. Alright. Let's go and get some oh. Get some engines started, shall we? Starting for let's get the TCAS on. We're at it. Alright, starting 3. Thought, hold on a second, something's not right here. Aha. Okay, we got the right. I thought I had it set up correctly. I even checked last night. Oh boy. Well, good thing we didn't get in the air and or try to taxi or anything. Alright, let's get Pack 2 on. Looks like that system's already on, so we can get our auto throttle set. Nope, not yet. It's... Oh, probably because we're not aligned yet. We don't have... Yeah. Let's check our legs, make sure we're not missing any, or need to... Go. Okay. Boy, that seems to be taking longer than I would have thought. I know why. Okay, that one will be aligned here in a second. Because I accidentally turned that off. Alright. We got a little bit of a hiccup, but that's okay. We're okay. It's not like... There we go. Alright, everything else should be good to go. We'll let the ad play while we're waiting on... Alright, so that one's set. We're just waiting on this one to align. It's almost done. Well, let's talk to... Oops, oh, I gotta do one other thing first. I gotta turn off the...
Clearance delivery Lufthansa 840 IFR to Billund ready to copy.
Lufthansa 840 is cleared to Billund Airport as filed. Takeoff off runway 07 center climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency is 127.6 squawk tree 77.
Lufthansa 840 cleared to Billund Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 07 center climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure on 127.6 squawk tree 77.
Lufthansa 840, read back correct. Contact ground
let's
on
get our
121.655. Good day.
Our ILS frequency. Now let's see. This says there's a star there. What does that mean? It means our is it off center? No, it looks like it's right on. 975. No, that's straight on. Well, maybe there is a slight offset. Alright, so we gotta keep an eye on that. There might be a little bit of an offset, but nope, okay, everything, It seems weird that there's a star, but I'm not sure why. Well, we'll put that in. Oh, that on. That's on. Okay. Is this almost aligned? 104 seconds. Okay. I think we're all set otherwise. Pass around. The galley is up and running, so Kev can have his hot coffee. We don't want to deny Kev his hot coffee.
Frankfurt ground Lufthansa 840 with whiskey ready to taxi
I think
IFR.
07.
Lufthansa 840 taxi to and hold short of runway
Kev's already up in
07
the air.
center via taxiway November 8 November 7 November November 15 Lima 21. Contact tower on 124.855 when ready.
So I'm out of here.
Taxiing hold short runway 07 center via taxiway November 8 November 7 November November
He's in
15
the
Lima 21
A310.
Lufthansa 840.
All right, almost there. There we go. All right, we're all set. Let's go ahead for backup.
Frankfurt ground Lufthansa 840 requesting pushback.
Lufthansa 840 pushback request accepted.
Frankfurt ground Lufthansa 840 requesting
All
the
right.
end of pushback.
Lufthansa 840, request to end pushback received.
We won't wait for them to get out the way. We're going to go. How you doing in the A310 there, Kev? You all right? Joseph said he was going to be here. Mm-hmm. Somebody in the MD-11 and somebody over there in the F-28 and also from Just Flight. Not sure who.
Lufthansa 840, hold position, caution, other traffic. Lufthansa 840, continue taxi.
You did that on purpose. That is not an MD-11. I can tell you that much for sure. Can we do? Is there a? I don't think there's a lower. Oh, that one would work. Sure, yep, all that works. Perfect. Oh. Kev came back. Oh, I think he just took off to... Hello, Mela, how are you? Just in time, we're getting ready to depart. We're getting to our departure runway. Kev, did you come back? I guess you were just taking off this stuff. Well, that's weird. I see your name on the ground, but I don't see your plane. There he is. That is not an A310. I can assure you that as well. This flight is actually done for Lufthansa in an A319.
Frankfurt Tower Lufthansa 840 at runway 07 center ready for departure IFR to Billund.
Lufthansa 840 altimeter 29er, 4 wind 037 at 1 tree. Cleared for takeoff runway 07 center.
Pardon me as I go through you.
Cleared for takeoff runway 07 center Lufthansa 840.
Cabin crew, sit down and be quiet. I would have ran out of fuel. I'm alright, thanks, Amilla.
Cabin is secured.
Alright, that's what I like to hear. Should have sat down a long time ago. Should have known better. Supposed to be professionals in this plane. It's a professional grade plane. Expect a professional crew to come with it. Apparently not. Alrighty. We're all set. Are you gassed up, Kev? You good to go? You got enough fuel on board? Alright, let's go.
Check thrust. Thrust set.
Let's go. Let's blast out of here. We'll blast out of here like Han Solo
Airspeed
did.
alive.
Most Isleys. Uh-oh.
80 knots.
Keep violating Kev. Sorry about that, Kev.
Go. Rotate.
Alright, let's go.
Positive climb. Gear up selected.
Lufthansa 840 contact center on 127.6.
That's what I like.
127.6 Lufthansa 840. Goodbye. Center Lufthansa 840 is at 1,500 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Lufthansa 840 center altimeter 29er, 4
Ta-da.
radar contact continue.
And away we go. Start accelerating. Look at my no-nonsense co-pilot. Isn't she terrific? Never cracks a smile. Never says a kind word to the passengers. Downtown Frankfurt. There's the main train station there. Oh, there's a footy stadium. Oh, we can go to 250. Let's go.
Lufthansa 840 climb and maintain 13,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet, Lufthansa 840.
I just had a simple salami and cheese sandwich last night for dinner. Nothing exciting. I was gonna make the stuffed salmon, but I was like, I didn't really feel like cooking. It was hot yesterday, so I wasn't really up to cooking. You know, it's just basically you put it in the oven and let it warm up. That's all. But it was just like, nah, I can't do that. I can't be bothered. All right, let's go ahead and transfer our frequency so we don't have to worry about that later.
Center Lufthansa 840. Request flight level 230.
Lufthansa 840 climb and maintain flight level 210. Expect flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 210. Expect flight level 230 Lufthansa 840.
Alright, let's go to 280. Do you put... No, I had to put mayo. No. I just had a little bit of mustard, that's all. As Mick would say, that you gotta have the mustard with the... Not a lot, just enough. But no, I haven't put mayo on my sandwiches in ages, quite honestly. Alright, cabin crew's doing the service. Oh, I forgot to change the camera. We'll do that when we land. When we put the gear down, I'll show the gear coming down. Yeah, it's just the basic yellow mustard. Kev down. Oh, there's Kev back there. He's already up at 38 something. He's way up there. He's coming down. That out of nowhere. This should work. Hopefully, I think. There we go. Alright, let's have a look at our, I think this shows the, nope. We'll just leave that up there for now. Well, that seat, honestly, like, how could somebody fit in that seat behind the co-pilot? Like, there's like no room whatsoever there for another person. Like, this doesn't seem, it doesn't seem right, does it? Oh, what? You know what I forgot to do?
Flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230 Lufthansa 840.
Let's ask for an additional altitude.
Center Lufthansa 840. Request flight level 290.
Lufthansa 840 climb and maintain flight level 230. Expect flight level 290.
Climb and maintain flight level 230. Expect flight level 290 Lufthansa 840. Climb and maintain flight level 290 Lufthansa 840.
See, look at that. They even put my initials on the back of the plane. It's mine. It's mine now. Can't do nothing about it. Big jerk. Now, the $1,000,000 question is, where is Joseph? Where is that young man at? So next Saturday, he's eating at a restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. So he told a fib. He said he was going to be here. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Oh, well, I guess we won't have story time without him. Next Saturday, DC3. We're doing 2 flights. One is in Benin, which is in Africa. And the other one will be in American Samoa, I think it is. DC3, both flights. The second one's going to be a bit of a challenge because we only have like a little over, it's less than 3,000 foot long runway there in American Samoa. So that's next Saturday, DC3 flights. And then on the 19th, we'll be in the 737. 26th of April, we'll be in the 737. That's going to be the long one. That's going to be a couple hours. In Seoul to Macau, which is not far from Hong Kong. That should be a good flight. That's going to be, it's going to be a couple hours, for sure. So that's the plans coming up for this month. I got next month already planned out. A bunch of DC3 flights throughout the month. Trying to get a bunch of the countries. May 24th, it will be a 737 Southwest Airlines flight. 126 going from Dallas Love to Reagan National for Memorial Day weekend. So that means we get to fly down the, unless the runways change, we're going to do the Potomac approach. We're gonna skirt the edges of trouble. Going down the Potomac. All right, let's go ahead and do a couple things while we cruise along here. We got a big, our longest portion of the flight is there, 161 nautical miles. A little bit of light on the subject though. Seems a little dark in here. Let's get this. The floodlights. When's the first American truck sim stream? No, never. No. I like watching people drive in truck sim. It's pretty cool, I think. It's just not something that I would want to invest in. I have enough going on with flight sim, I think. Yeah, I don't think I would I like watching it though, and I think that was pretty cool. The fact that you did the underground thing last night in Missouri, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty content with just flight simming. But if there ever came a time where flight simming was not, I just felt like I'd done enough or whatever, that there was nothing more to accomplish, I guess, then maybe I would pick it up. But no, I'm quite content with doing this for the near future, or for the future. Eventually 2024 and all that. Put by American Air Power Museum in Farmingdale. Oh!
Lufthansa 840, contact Bremen
I don't think
Center
I've
on 125.
ever heard of that museum.
Good day.
125.1 Lufthansa 840.
Oh, speaking of
Goodbye.
New York and
Bremen
the
Center
area,
Lufthansa 840, flight level
yes,
290.
when I come back from
Lufthansa
on my way from
840,
Providence
Bremen
back
Center,
here to
radar
Birmingham,
contact, continue.
guess what train station I am going through? Yep. Moynihan Train Hall at Penn Station. I leave Providence at 8:52 in the morning, and I take I think it's the Acela, going to New York Penn. It'll be about a just under 4 hours to get there, and then I have just about an hour and a half layover and get on the train at 2 and head back for Alabama. Yeah, so I can say I've been to New York Penn as well, actually on the train. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been by that train station, I've never been in it, so I can say I've been to Washington, D.C., I've been to Chicago, to some of the bigger train stations. Well, no, I have to go to another track to continue on, because I think there's the Acellas and all that come into one end, and the other trains depart from a different part of the station, I think, because that's the way it is in Chicago. Because if you take Amtrak into Chicago, it comes in one end and departs from the same side, but if you want to catch the Metro, like the Chicago Metro train, it's on another side of the station. So I think that's the Acellas are the same way, and I think it's like that in DC. Yeah, where you come into DC, it stops, and then if you go on the Acela, it's on the other side of the station. So that's what I'll do when I get to DC. I'll wait and then board an Acela to go to Providence from DC. Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Like, it's weird because it seemed like there was Acellas when I pulled, the last time I was at Washington, D.C., there was Acellas on the same kind of area, but it may not, I'm not sure which way it goes from there. It may go to New York or something, I don't know, But, so when I come back, I bypass, I don't think we go through D.C. I'll take the train from New York down through, where did I get, there was the first time I took the train, I went from DC and got off somewhere, and then a train came through that took me to Chicago. So I had like it was like a long layover there, but I won't, when we pull in, I'll be in a roomette, so I don't have to, I can get off the train, stretch my legs, but there's not a whole lot to do in that area. I mean, it's a nice, it's a cool place, but so yeah, I'll take that way down through New York. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to saying that I've been to New York Penn as well. I do like the Chicago, I tell you that. He's way over there. I thought Kev would be like above me or a little bit below me. He's like way over there. Oh, have they? I've never been in there, so I don't know. Oh, that's right. You're probably flying the direct route to Billund. I forgot. You're not doing flight plans. Let's see. Let's have a guess where Kev might be. Is he on the magenta line? Most likely he is. So we took off. We followed the magenta line briefly, and now we're on our own flight plan. So that's probably where Kev is somewhere on the magenta line. Wait. Oh, you're to the right of the line. I almost thought you were way to the left of the line. I could be wrong. Is it VOR direct? No, because only on a rare occasion the VOR is actually lined up in a straight line. The direct route is you just take off and you fly directly to the airport. Yeah, Kev is not he's not doing the whole he doesn't do the flight planning and all that like I do, which is okay. That's his choice. Now, Kev, let me ask you a question. In your flight deck, is your altimeter set at 299 or 2 up at 29,000 feet? Are you set to standard barometric pressure? Also, do you have your brakes on? Yeah, I'm way to the right of the line, yeah. You're either on the line or to the left of the line. But yeah, that's you right there. Yep. It's gotta be killed. You're about 35 nautical miles, a little less. Oh, you are right to the line. Yeah. I thought you were on the other side. It seems like you're farther away from me than what you are. Yeah, you're about 35 nautical miles to my left. But no, Kev he's not big into the whole flight planning thing. He just flies by the seat of his pants and a cup of coffee. Something like that, right, Kev? Kev likes to say he runs a no frill stream. And that's okay, Kev. I'm just happy to have you fly along. That's all good. Let's see, are we on the long? We are. So, we are on the long leg of the flight. We got 138 nautical miles to go. Let's check our systems real quick. Let's have a look at our landing information. So we're going to land at 125 knots as our landing speed. Even though we're going to go to 33 degrees of flaps, we're going to put 125 in on the on our speed as we come in. We're going to slow down to 125. What I noticed, for those of you who watched the stream when I landed at London City, you notice I was stalling the plane. I'm gonna wait till the ads are done and we'll continue the conversation and have a snack in the meantime. That's okay, Kev. You're doing a good job. If you make it the whole way, I'll be quite happy for you. But you got this. It's all good. Make sure you put your brakes on so when you land you can stop. Yes, I am. There's just an easy snap for me to have right here sitting beside me. Alright, so, as I was saying, chomps. C-H-O-M-P-S, chomps. When I came into London City, I put out the speed brakes way too early. So by the time we were close to landing, the plane was ready to stall. And I was adding more speed brake instead of retracting the speed brakes. So what we have to do is we have to trust that we're going to slow to 125. We can add a little bit of speed brake to help us slow down if we need to, but not a lot. Otherwise, the plane's going to start. We'll bleed off too much speed, and then the plane's going to start to stall. So we got to trust our stuff. So let's look at our charts. We should be able to pull up the chart for our arrival. There we go. Charts, arrival. So we want the approach. We're taking the ILS Zulu. So Givna is the one that we're coming in on right here. That's our final, that's the beginning, our transition point. We got to be at 3,000 feet here and here, and we have to be at 2,000 feet by the time we get to here. So, let me zoom in a little bit here. So, once we get close to here, I'm going to go ahead and start dropping to 2 so that we're all set. And once we hit here, we should have a nice, gentle descent right on into our destination there. So, once we cross here, we should be able to, if it stalls, just reinstall it. Yeah. So once we get to here, we'll activate the localizer. Right? We'll use the localizer, the VOR lock, and then once we get to OSLAS, Oscar Sierra Lima Alpha Sierra, we'll hit the approach mode. The glide slope should be captured, and we should go right on into the airport. But we have to be at 125 knots, roughly, as we line up on final. Okay. That's our target speed. We've got our ILS frequencies already dialed in, so we don't have to worry about that. They're already active, so that's okay. That's good that we already have that dealt with. Radar looks clear. The weather looks fantastic. I mean, you can see all over the place. So once we get this one done, we're gonna do one more. The one in from the airport in Ho Chi Minh City to Phnom Pen in Cambodia. That should basically, we're gonna take off. We won't climb up very high. we'll be almost right into our arrival portion. Start descending, bang, we'll be there. So we're gonna knock out 2 flights. We're gonna get this one isn't so much capturing a flag. We've already been to Denmark, but the other one we'll get the Cambodian flag for flying that flight. This is an actual Parasox. We will be in Hudson. Yep. No, it'll be a quick little hop. What was I gonna say? So yeah, the other one. This is a Parasox route flight. We opened up Frankfurt, added a ton of flights out of Frankfurt to different destinations. So, oh, speaking of which, I got to put the work in, of course, but if I can't, maybe in June, I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to have to do some homework, of course, because it's been a hot minute. But in June, before I leave for Flight Sim Expo, I think we're going to try a flight in the Concorde across the Atlantic. We're going to go from JFK to Heathrow in a Concorde. I've been wanting to do a Concorde flight since I first got it, and it just never has worked out. But this time we're gonna give it a go. I just got to remember. I just got to kind of go over the aircraft a couple times, do the startup and everything. So, yeah, we're going to try a Concorde flight. Get that knocked out. Frankfurters. Ballpark Franks. Hey! Oh, no problem. Enjoy your time. Hopefully they, thank you for the resub. Appreciate that. Yeah. Hope he has good practice. I remember soccer. I played when I was in junior time. Yeah, we play, like, it was a summer league. We had like one really good player, but the rest of us were kind of like blah. You know, it was like he was the David Beckham of the soccer league, but we didn't deserve him. And unfortunately, actually, he got injured during a game, broke his femur. It was bad. It was like Joe Theismann bad. But good to see you, Scruff. Lurk away, by all means. Appreciate it. We're just cruising along here, 29,000 feet. Wonder, should we speed up, or is that? Oh, no, let's just leave it the way it is. Yeah, that's fine. All right, 78 nautical, 78 nautical miles to go to get to our long way point, and then, as you can see, we'll start our descent shenanigans. Then we'll be at the airport. We're almost there, folks. We're getting there. I didn't think this one was going to take too long to do, so we'll leave this. We'll go ahead and save that. Let's see our airport. There we go. We'll save that. We're going to come in on 09. Got a nice long 10,000 foot runway. So the We're going to try to turn off here if we can, and then we'll get our instructions for our, so it looks like we will end up here. So yeah, we're going to turn off here. That's the plan. If not, we'll go all the way to the end and then come around and then park at the gates here. Let's see. Yeah. So there's two areas there. We may park here. We may get told to go down here. We'll see. Hey, Infidel, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're well. Kev is in the A310, way over yonder. Way over yonder, way ahead yonder. He's more ahead than over. Oh, he's like almost 100 nautical miles ahead of me. See, there's Kev. That's the direct line. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's winging it, as he said. I'm surprised. I thought you were gonna do the CJ4, Kev, instead of the jetliner, or was it the CJ4 just too much to deal with? Break was out. That's just the sun on the ground. This is the shadow. Yeah, I really like that. You showcased the new map pretty well, I think, Kev. That was pretty awesome. Mick, are you still here, good sir? Paging Sir Stetson OBE. Are you here? I was going to say, because I said to Pulse the other night, and he may be lurking in the chat. If you are, hello Pulse. I'm trying this death trap. This death trap. It's not that bad. They're really not. Jetliners can be a bit overwhelming, but the more you fly them, the more you're like, this isn't really that bad. They're fun. They really are. I'm starting to enjoy the regional jets, and I did buy the F-28 because it's on sale right now. So one of these days, and the cool thing, I was kind of thinking about this the other day when I was looking at the F-28. Just Flight, a lot of their planes, bet I turn off them in advance. Just Flight, for instance, this plane that I'm flying right now, the Avro RJ, which is the updated version of the BAE 146, the F-28, both of those are already working in 2024. They've already released updates for it, which is fantastic because you figure we only got the new sim back in November, so they had December, so you had Thanksgiving you had holidays and all that, right? Once the sim was released. So you had December, January, February, we're here, March, and we're just now into April. So roughly 4 months-ish, maybe close to 4.5, they have already updated their stuff. 3 updates, of course, and that's their prerogative, right? Just like the people who are going to charge, that's their business. You know, they have to make some money. But it's pretty fantastic, I think, that a company has already turned out 2 of their biggest sellers into the new sim. So now I don't know if that means that like the Avro RJ or the F-28 or any of the other planes are going to be usable in like the mission stuff. Like if you or the career mode, not missions, the career mode. So that once you advance and you've got enough money that you want to buy a regional jet, for instance, I don't know that it's going to give you that option. That's the only one of the only unknowns that I have. But anyway, no, they're fantastic planes. They just seem like a lot. But once you do them use them enough times, you're just like, oh, I already know what to do. Bing, 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 bing. You're up and running in no time. It's not bad at all. But anyway, so yeah, this is I like flying things. They're quite fun to do, I think. But yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna, one way or the other. It may not be perfect, but I got time to do the homework. I want to get a flight into Concord to say we've done it. I think it'd be a fantastic experience. So I gotta put the time. Maybe that'll be the target. Yeah, actually, let's go ahead and say that. We're gonna target. Let's see. I leave on the 24th of April. June. 24th of June. So we're going to target the 21st of June. That'll be the last stream before I go to Expo. We're going to say that the 21st, we're going to try for a flight to Concord from JFK to Heathrow. All right, 26 nautical miles to go. So we're almost there, folks. We're going to start, get ready to, matter of fact, you know what? We'll let forgot to let the passengers move about the cabin. We'll let them move about for a few minutes so they can go to the loo. Kev, are you going to join you for the second flight here once we land, or is one enough for you? He's dropping a lot of altitude. He must be getting ready to set up for it. Don't forget to turn your brakes on, Kev. Mick, if you're lurking in the background, I was telling Pulse the other day in his chat before you showed up. The footy, I give you guys props.
Lufthansa 840 descend and maintain flight level 230.
There we go.
Descend and maintain flight level 230 Lufthansa 840.
nearly 5 hours of footy. I couldn't do it. I'll give you guys props. I would have thrown in the towel. I couldn't do it. Nope. That is if I have a broken bone from this land, he'll be fine. One of the things I notice about, and this has been I think an ongoing occurrence in some of these games that have multiplayer matchmaking. You very rarely face a team who's on the same level of skill as you are. It's you either face somebody who's close to it, give or take, or you face somebody who's way more skilled. There needs to be a way for them to filter that out. There's no reason for anybody to face a team whose AI is already maxed out, all that other crap. You know, it just doesn't seem right, because you'll never get a chance to actually win. And they're not gonna go like, oh, you know, we feel bad. They're not gonna give you the wins, right? You know, no, of course not. But the fact that, you know, you face teams who are far better that you have no chance of beating, honestly, you know, because they may have 3 or 4 players already playing real players, and then their AI is already maxed out, you know. But yeah, I couldn't do it. Nope. No thanks. And I think it's terrible that EA doesn't even feel bad that they do that to their the people who buy the game. You know. All right, we're getting there, folks. Kev's just almost there. Let's see. Let's see if we can have a look here. Oh yeah, Kev is nearly there. Runway 9, Kev. Oh, that's just letting you know that the plane's leveling off. No, that's all. Nothing nefarious. No, it's just saying, hey, we're at our
Lufthansa 840 descend and maintain 11,000 feet.
all the way to 11. Okay.
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet, Lufthansa 840.
Let's go get it. All right. Slow down just a tad. Now we need to look at our. So we need to be at 190 knots by the time we get to here to there. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and dial that in. We're gonna go ahead and start. We'll go down to 250. Matter of fact. Just so that we don't want to be going too fast by the time we get to our turn-in point on final. So we're going to go ahead and deploy some speed brakes just to help us slow down a bit. Yeah, it's just a audio reminder alert that the plane is leveling off at its next altitude. All right, put the passengers back in their seats.
Lufthansa 840, contact Copenhagen Center on 119er, decimal 4 tree. Good day.
119er decimal 4 tree, Lufthansa 840. Goodbye. Copenhagen Center Lufthansa 840 is at 16,900 feet, descending 11,000 feet.
Lufthansa 840 Copenhagen Center altimeter 30.2 for radar contact continue. Lufthansa 840, you are 60 miles southeast.
All right, here we go.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 09er approach via Gibna transition. Cleared to Gibna.
Descend and maintain 3,000
I like
feet.
it.
Expect ILS Yankee runway 09er approach via Gibna transition. Cleared to Gibna Lufthansa 840.
All right, let's go to 210. Actually, let's go all the way to 190. Hey, there he is. He's back. Did you hear what I said earlier, Mick? If not, it's alright. It's not a big deal. Alright, we'll see you on the other side of the ads. Sorry, out a moment to get back and sort pages PS. Oh, okay. No worries. It's all good. All right, here we go. Notch of flaps out. All right, Kev, I think the airport is... Well, it'll be in front of me here in a moment, I think. Now you might, if you're going to land, you might want to go ahead and get yourself set up for that. turning. Oh wow, we got 45 nautical miles to go back to Give. Alright, so we're going to stay at 210. Oh, really? Oh, come on. We don't like cheap viewers. We like the expensive ones. How else can we afford the aviation fuel? How else can we afford to keep the lights on? Alright, so we're going to stay at 210 until we get a little bit closer, then we're going to go ahead and start slowing down a little bit more. Good to go, Kev. You all set? Thank you for whoever handled the mod duties. Appreciate that. Possible Danny Vader. Oh, look at that. Smelly sock. Breaking the rules, huh? Come on, smelly sock. You're better than that. Come on now. Well, there he is. We haven't had story time yet, Joseph. We were waiting on you. We're just about to finish up the first flight. We got one more to do. Whew. Goodness gracious. Did you go to a posh restaurant, Joseph? Is that where you've been? Did you have to put on a shirt and tie? Kind of dress up a little bit? Get pie and mash. Amela will get you some pie and mash, don't you worry. Cow's about set up for landing. Runway 09. I'm still perplexed as to how Abella pranking you has anything to do with me, Joseph. Like, I don't have any say over what Amela does or doesn't do. If you get caught in the prank, that is completely on you, Joseph. I can't control any of that. All right, Kev's on his way in. Yeah, kind of. But we're going to talk about that, Joseph. I'm going to tell you a little secret. If you think somebody's pranking you or making fun of you or whatever, but we'll wait till we'll get the. Well, we still got other bases to go. So this quick story is when at my last duty station in the Army, I was one of the oldest people in the section, right? In our section of medics. So much so that people would say, "Oh, you must have been with General Washington when he crossed the Delaware," silly crap like that. And I instead of getting mad about it, right, which is what they wanted, I'd say, "Yeah, actually I was. What about it?" And they were like, "What?" So you deflate. You just deflate the whole thing, right? They're not expecting you to go like, "Yeah, I was there. What about it?" Right? That's all you got to do. But you buy into the whole. Every time Amela pranks you, you buy into it. I don't know why. You know how Amela is. So I don't know what to tell you. Let's see what that is now.
Lufthansa 840, contact Billund approach on 127.58.
There he is.
Good day.
He's lining up for runway 9.
127.58, Lufthansa 840.
Go on, Kev, you got it. Yeah, throw him off guard.
Billund approach,
Because
Lufthansa
when people
840,
expect you to
3,000 feet.
cop an attitude or get upset or whatever,
Lufthansa 840,
if you do that,
Billund
you're
approach,
giving them
altimeter
what they want.
27 radar contact. Continue
Just
to
stop.
give them.
Just let it roll off your chest. Don't worry about it. And complaining to me isn't going to solve anything, I'll tell you that much right now. I'll be like, okay, what does that have to do with me? I have no control over Amela. Alright, we're just cruising right along here, and let's see, we have 25 nautical miles to go. I don't think he's listening. He's thinking of that pie and mash that he ate already. Alright, let's just double check our. Oops. There we go. Hope you're stuck around, Joseph. We're gonna do the old watch the gear come down when we're ready. Go on, Kev, you got it. Put that plane on the ground nice and easy. Or as crazy, difficult as you want it to be. Go for a dangerous landing rig. Make those passengers scream for their daring to fly with you today. What aren't we going to do today, Joseph? We're not going to go around. Don't even suggest it. Look at it. Clear weather. We can see everywhere around us. There's no reason to go around. We got one more flight to do after this, then we'll wrap things up. Second flight should be very quick. Still can't believe you did that, Joseph. Oh, go around. Oh, why am I going to go around for? If you wanted somebody to go, Kev will go around. He likes to go around. See, you have a better chance if you're watching Kev's stream and he's getting ready to land and you say go around Kev, he'll probably be like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. But you never know, he might go like, what am I gonna go around for? Better have a good reason, Joseph, if you tell Kev to go around. How'd you do, Kev? Did you make it? Let's see if Kev made it to on the ground. Nope, not yet. Let's have our cabin crew take seats for landing. For their safety and the safety of everybody on board, we told the cabin crew to sit down and be quiet. I know our six co-pilot didn't like that.
Cabin is secure for arrival.
You're like, I'm not impressed. That was a terrible joke. 219. Yeah, there you go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Good job. See, and Joseph was about ready to tell you to go around, Kev. There you go. Good deal. That is a good landing rate in a jetliner. Good thing you didn't listen to Joseph. No, he's not going to live that one down. I'm on final, localized, everything's like all locked in, and he's like, you can't see the runway. What? Hey, Joseph. So what do you want me to? Well, go lower. No, go around. I'm like, if I go any lower, I'm gonna run right into the ground. Oh, and go around. No, why would I do that? Well, that you said it, Joseph. I didn't. You're the one who suggested it. I'm just saying, good thing you didn't tell Kev to go around. He would have. That's a pretty decent landing rate in an A310. That's like perfect. A little bit more, it would have been a firm landing rate, but I'm pretty sure that qualifies as perfect. So good job, Kev. And that's a plane that he doesn't normally fly. That's even more impressive, right? He's not a big jetliner person. So, I give you a old crusty salute, Kev. Did a good job. Alright, we need to get to 2,000 feet, so we're going to go ahead and dial that in now so we're set up for final.
Speed checked. Gear down.
Oh, gear down. He called for it. Joseph, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Well, here it comes. There you go. Gear down, Joseph. Look at that. I timed that perfectly. Other way. Oh, that's too much. That man, lovely. You're welcome. Yeah, appreciate you flying along.
Lufthansa 840, you are 13 miles west of Billund. Contact Billund Tower on 119.005 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 119.005, Lufthansa 840. Billund Tower, Lufthansa 840,
No, why are
12 miles
all these
west,
safety
inbound
equipment racing?
ILS Yankee runway 09er approach.
Lufthansa
That could be.
840 Billund Tower.
I might have something to do
Altimeter
with it.
30.26 when 037 at 10. Cleared ILS Yankee runway 09er approach.
All right, we're turning in. Here we go.
Cleared ILS Yankee runway 09er approach, Lufthansa 840.
Say 125, right?
Localizer captured.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Localizer captured, Joseph. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Do we have a plan? Do we have a plan, Joseph? What's the plan? What are we gonna do now? Joseph's just get to its safety. Get to what safety? Huh? Get to what? Do you mean land safely? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you mean, Joseph? I got a bird eye view of your pending disaster. Okay. I knew what you meant. That's alright. go ahead to approach mode. There we go. Locking on the glide slope here. Good luck, no one's counting on me. I'm counting on me. That's all that matters. Ooh.
Glide slope alive.
Glide slope alive. Oh. Joseph, what are we going to do now? We've got the glide slope. Well, not yet. It's alive. Oh boy, we got a crosswind. Oh no, not the dodgy crosswind too. I bet you there's a heck of a crosswind.
Glide slope captured.
There we go, that's what I'm talking about.
Lufthansa 840, wind 037 at 10. Cleared to land runway 09er.
037 and 10.
Cleared to land runway 09er,
Not exactly a
Lufthansa
headwind,
840.
but close enough to it. Alright. Gears down. Flaps are all down. Oh, look at that. We got auto land. But we're not going to let it auto land. It went all on my plane because they didn't want to hear you complain about the crosswind. That's okay. We're gonna nail this landing here. We got this. Auto land. But look at that. It has that feature. Both autopilots are on. I could let it auto land.
1,000.
Oh no, Joseph, what are we gonna do? Should we let the plane land itself or should I land it? Quickly, make a decision, somebody. Auto land or let me land it? Oh well, I'm gonna land it. Oh, Joseph read my mind. I'm gonna land this thing. Good thinking, Joseph. Glad you have faith. Crosswind. Be damned.
500. Minimums. 100.
Air brakes out.
Glide slope. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ground idle.
Oh, bouncing. Ooh, and again.
Spoilers, yellow, green.
Yeah, we porpoised that one. Didn't we?
Lufthansa 840, contact 119.005.
Going to 119.005,
Yeah, we porpoised that one.
Lufthansa 840.
56 though. I'll take it. Thanks,
60
Central.
knots.
Yeah, that wasn't. That was not my best, but that was dodgy as heck. I porpoised that thing a bunch of times. Oh, look at that. We landed before the ad started. Hey. What's new, Tenchel? How are you doing? I was not expecting that kind of a landing rig, to be honest. I was expecting...
Billund ground, Lufthansa 840, taxi to the gate.
Lufthansa 840 taxi to gate tree 8 via taxiway Mike Kilo November.
Taxiing to gate tree 8 via taxiway Mike Kilo November, Lufthansa 840.
Oh, you know what we can do now? Check this out. Hold on a second. Got some nice music to listen to on our taxiway. Taxi back to the gates.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross-check.
Oh, thank you, Kev. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was expecting it to be worse because I porpoised the heck out of that. I'll get a picture for your Discord, Kev. You just want to hold tight right there. I'll get a picture of the landing ring while I think of it. Swing that big old plane that says it's an A310 but is like a 747 or A380. Touchdown. Yeah, we made it, Mick. Are you back home? We'll get the PS5 sorted. I forgot, you got the kids are off for 2 weeks now, huh? Got the spring break. Oh, okay. picture here for Kev. Oh, let's get rid of the. So it's not a picture. There you go, Kev. All schools are up now for the Easter holiday. I think. Oh, there we go. We got some better jams. Were of a relief. Thanks. Yeah, it was alright. Yeah. Kev went all the way into the building, it looks like. So I'm just gonna go right to the building and you guys can get out that way. Forget the stairs. Forget the jetway connection. See, I gotta tell want the jetway. We got our own stairs. Ground services.
Billund ground Lufthansa 840. Could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft?
I don't need the jetway. Thank you. Deboarding unavailable. Oh well. I can't put our passengers off the plane, dang it. There we go. That's alright. An hour and 25 minutes, not bad. I'm looking for the bar. Alright, let me take a quick break. I'm going to be right back. We'll get our second flight in. All right, be right back. Thank you, Mello. Be right back, folks. All right, let's get ready to rumble. Let's go ahead and generate this flight. However, oh, you know what I should have done? Hold on. Let's go back here. Let's see. We want this. Oh, nope. Back. What's our departure runway looking like? 25 or 25 left. Okay, we gotta edit this. This gave us a wrong. And let's see what our. It's like 23 is correct. All right, we got it. Now generate the flight. All right. Ooh, reroute. New route. Yep. Well, give me just a second, Kev. All right. VVTS. Two, three is right there. Arrive. Yeah, about 30 minutes. We'll change the time once we get into the aircraft and everything. Let me just double check. Yep. I'm going to get about 12,000 feet. Our approach. ILS 23. It's like on the omelet. 2,500 here. Oh, nice. All right, let's go ahead and get in here and get things going. I should have checked the runways before I generated the flight plan. That was my fault. What is... Looks like something was in the way. Okay, let's get the ground power on. Okay, look at that. There goes the stairs. Just coming on board. All right, let's get our aircraft. Get everything else going. All right. Let's get our alignment going. VVTS. Oh, I meant 2-5 left, not 2-7, 2-5 left. Sorry about that. See, 2-5 left. We have 4, 6, 8. No, thank you for the 100 biddies, Mick. Appreciate that. 76.3. Cruising altitude of 12,000 feet. Wind 0.11.
Boarding is complete.
All right.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross.
Oh, I love it. They're on it now. All right, let's get the APU started up. Oh, I didn't check to make sure. I think all the fuel's on board. Yep. All right. Like it. back that I'm a self-proclaimed No, not at all. It's okay. 2, 1, line. Oh, we don't have an altitude yet. Starting 3. Oh, let's have our co-pilot be quiet for just a moment while we get things going here.
Clearance delivery Lufthansa 237 IFR to Phnom Pen ready to copy.
I know.
Lufthansa 237
I'm
is
sorry.
cleared to Phnom Penh Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 07
Oh, we're going right
climb
to
and
our.
maintain 12,000
Oh,
feet.
I like it.
Departure frequency is 120.1 squawk 7771.
Lufthansa 237 cleared to Phnom Penh Airport
I
is
know why
filed.
the engines aren't all started.
Takeoff runway
That's
07 right climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 120.1 squawk 7771.
Lufthansa 237 readback correct. Contact ground on 121.6. Good day.
Come on. Something just happened. Oh, 12,000 feet and our. Oh, you know what we gotta do? We'll just go 150. That seems to be a good takeoff speed. Alright, engines are all started. All right, let's do one more thing here.
Ground Lufthansa 237 with Echo ready to taxi IFR.
Lufthansa 237 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 07 right using taxiway Echo 6
No,
Whiskey 11. Contact
what the
tower
heck?
on 125.6.
7, supposed to be 25 left.
Taxi to and hold short runway 07 right via taxiway Echo 6 Whiskey 11 Lufthansa 237.
Alright, hold on a second. That is like right there, so we gotta go the other way. Dang it. Never fails.
Ground Lufthansa 237 requesting pushback.
Lufthansa 237 pushback. Request accepted.
Start the timer. Are you flying along, Kev, or no? You're gonna watch this one. You're waiting for me. I don't see you. Oh, you're gonna spawn in. Yeah, we're gonna go 25 left. I don't see you on the other end. Okay. Well, it's like right there. Should be. That's 7 all the way down there, so 25 left should be just right there. Oh, my backup tug disappeared. What the heck?
Ground Lufthansa 237 requesting the end of pushback.
Lufthansa 237 request to end pushback received.
Let's just have a look real quick. I think. Yep. Okay.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Cabin is secured for departure.
Oh, he's in the maelstrom. Uh-oh. He's in a fast prop. Folks, second flight of the day. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'm going to turn off that since we know where we're going. And it's not the runway that they want us to go to. We're going one that we have planned accordingly for. Oh shoot, I forgot. We're not going to the park. Wait, we won't do it.
Tower Lufthansa 237 at runway 07 right, ready for departure IFR to Phnom Pen.
Lufthansa 237 altimeter 29.83, wind 151 at Niner. Cleared for takeoff runway 07 right.
Oh, maybe 7 right was supposed to be the correct one.
Cleared for takeoff runway 07 right, Lufthansa 237.
That's right. We'll make it work. We're gonna make it work. Alright, we are all set. Oh.
Check thrust. Thrust set.
Alright, let's go.
Airspeed alive. $80 knots. Go. Rotate. Positive climb.
You're coming up.
Gear up selected.
We'll do the gear down when we get ready to land, Joseph. Would you like that?
Lufthansa 237 contact Ho Chi Minh Center on 120.1. Good day.
.1 Lufthansa 237. Goodbye. Ho Chi Minh Center Lufthansa 237 is at 1,400 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
Lufthansa 237, Ho Chi Minh Center altimeter 29.83 radar contact continue. Lufthansa 237, your transponder transponder appears inoperable or malfunctioning. Reset squawk 7771.
Forgot about that. Get that out the way. Have you heard of Oak? Yes, I have. Yep, I certainly have. Always love my Oakleys. On the worm. That was a. We can go to 250, 240. Alright, 240 it is. Yeah, they are. They're pretty expensive though, unfortunately, but yeah. I like them. I almost got they have them when I got my new glasses. I could order. I have to pay out of pocket for sunglasses through the VA, but I could have ordered Oakley's. But they didn't have a style that I liked, so I went with O'Neill's instead. But maybe I could get another pair from Lens Crafters. They have a ton of Oakley's, and I think that they would take you can get them prescription made. The sunglasses I ordered, they will be prescriptions. Sunglasses. So yeah, I picked a new pair of frames out for my regular glasses, and then I also had a pair of sunglasses ordered. And then for my regular glasses, I got the coating for looking at computer screens, so it's a little bit easier on my eyes. So I did that as well. Alright, we'll let the passengers around for a little bit. So that we'll be almost at our beginning of our arrival portion here momentarily. Very quick flight. I'm sure this is done in a slower plane like a ATR or a Dash 8 or something, that they just take off, they head for, they probably do this multiple times a day. I'm pretty sure such a flight existed. But yeah, they're really good, well-made sunglasses. I love the ones that I had when I was in the Army. They were fantastic. Because the military issues eye pro but Oakley's an approved brand as long as you can't have like certain types of lenses in there, like the mirrored ones or whatever. They have to be like smoke gray or smoke brown, yellow or clear or something like that. There's only like 3 or 4 options. They're pretty well made. Like I beat the heck out of my Oakleys. All right, hold on a second. Let's look at our chart real quick for. Okay, so we got to get our 1097 frequency. Those both. Ooh, crap, I didn't turn my flight directors on. Oops, a daisy. All kinds of stuff.
Lufthansa 237 contact Phnom Pen Center on 123.8. Good day.
Going to 123.8 Lufthansa
We're gonna get
237.
down. We're gonna have to start descending.
Phnom Pen Center, Lufthansa 237, 12,000 feet.
Lufthansa 237 Phnom Pen Center altimeter 29.81 radar contact continue.
But yeah, they were very good quality, I think. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to get set up for landing here because we're almost at our destination already. Kev's already there, I think.
Lufthansa 237, you are 1,300 feet.
No, I am
below
not
your
waiting.
altitude.
We're nearly
Climb and
there.
maintain 12,000 feet altimeter 29.81.
We're running out of distance.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet, Lufthansa 237.
Yeah, I liked them. I wish I know over at the lens crafters over there in the posh shopping area, they have probably a boatload of Oakleys. You know, that if I wanted a pair for myself, I could probably get them, but it's probably going to cost me an arm and a leg just for the prescription sunglasses. Yeah, I would say so.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Crazy. We're getting ready to land soon.
expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Alright.
Lufthansa 237, you are 70 miles east. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect VOR DME runway 23 approach via Papa November Hotel 45 radial 12 DME arc cleared to Papa November Hotel.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect VOR DME runway 23 approach via Papa November Hotel 45 radial 12 DME arc cleared to Papa November Hotel Lufthansa 237. Lufthansa 237 would like ILS runway 23 approach vectors to final.
Lufthansa 237, you are 67 miles east. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 23 approach.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain-
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 23 approach Lufthansa 237.
Alright, landing speed is 127.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Oh, there we go.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet. Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Negative.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet. Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Have a nice flight over Cambodia. Kev, are you almost there? Do you have the runway in sight?
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Oh, okay. I thought you were almost there. Or maybe I misread the my.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Maybe I descended too quickly. That's alright. I mean, we're technically right where we need to be anyway. Just maybe a little bit early, that's all.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
I'll go ahead and let the ads play out. Since we're not on final yet. We've still got a little bit of ways to go here. In fact, you know what we're going to do?
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
wait a minute. Ah.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Okay, we cleared that up. There was apparently we had a big old loop around, so we're gonna kind of get rid of a lot of the nonsense. Because if you remember, if you look at our chart here, right? It was like they wanted to do this weird kind of come back around and then come in for landing or something like that. So no, we're all good now.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite
I was
your
on the
climb
wrong
12,000
page.
feet.
I should have gone back to the main page. I was a page ahead. That's why I descended so much earlier. I thought we were close to landing. That's alright. It happens. Well, at least we can see some of the countryside, huh? Cruising around at 2,500 feet for a while now. No wonder why ATC's go back to 12, go back to 12.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
I'm like, boy, we got there quick. Oh, I gotta get a picture. Yeah, that's good.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh boy. All right. You should be right near the airport there, Kev, I think. Should be to your left.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Nearing 12. I know. I'm sorry. I was on the wrong page. It happens. It's been known to happen.
expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Captain, please take the climb.
Lufthansa 237, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet. Lufthansa 237, you are 15 miles east of Phnom Pen. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Contact Phnom Pen Tower
There we
on
go.
118.0.
All sorted.
Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Tower on 118.0 Lufthansa 237. Phnom Penh Tower Lufthansa 237 4 miles east inbound ILS runway 23 approach.
Lufthansa 237 Phnom Penh Tower. Altimeter 29.78, wind 181 at 5.
Everything worked out.
Cleared ILS runway 23 approach.
Cleared ILS runway 23 approach Lufthansa 237.
Speed checked. Gear down.
Ooh, gear down, Joseph. You ready for the gear down? Oh, of course it changed. Look at that view, Joseph. Oh. What a fantastic view, huh? Where else do you get that kind of action for the low, low price of free? You're welcome, Mel. Appreciate you being here. Sorry you all had to listen. Go to 12,000, go to 12,000, go to 12,000. That was my fault. Operator error did it. Alright, turn it on final. Here we go. No, it wasn't a bill. I just came up with this because I was like, I wanted to do a flight to get the Cambodian flag, that's all. What is everybody? Oh, Joseph, I don't know about you sometimes, young man.
Localizer alive.
You make it, Kev? We're back next Saturday. DC-3 flights. Negative 38. Well done. Well done.
Glide slope alive.
Alright, lights is working. I don't think we have the auto landing feature on the. I don't see the little. Maybe after we cross the final. Whether the flight was your idea, I think is what he's asking.
Glide slope captured.
I think that's what he was asking. No, I just was looking at this flight and thought, well, we could get this done in.
Lufthansa 23, 7 wind 181 at 5. Cleared to land runway 23.
In the Avro RJ.
Cleared to land runway 23 Lufthansa
No auto land
237.
this time. Oh, it does that with the auto land. Flaps are all down, gears all down. I come up with a lot of this stuff. I come up with stuff on my own, Joseph.
1,000.
I don't see any lights at all. Oh, it's kind of foggy here. Hazy. Oh, I think that's the runway, edge of runway lights there. Yep. Runway in sight.
$500.
Ooh, look at that. We're coming right across the downtown there.
Minimums. $100.
Air brakes out.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Come on, plane, settle down.
10.
Oh, come on.
Ground idle.
Oh, look at
Spoilers, yellow and green.
that. That had to be a good one. That was much better than the last one.
Brake pressure check.
At least we didn't go running off the runway. Thank you, Mella. Let's have a look.
60 knots.
It was a.
Lufthansa 237, turn
Oh,
next
come
taxiway.
on. 95. I'll take it. Much better than the last one. Alright, let me go to the end here and turn around.
Lufthansa 237, turn next taxiway.
I'll turn when I get there. Thank you, Jerky. Joseph, thank you for the extra claps. Probably gonna get accused of showing you some sort of favoritism. Well, that's from your channel. I don't know if I have the clapping on mine.
Lufthansa 237, exit runway when able.
Ooh. Hold on, folks. You know what we gotta do? We gotta open up the cabin door here.
Lufthansa 237, turn next taxiway. Lufthansa 237, contact ground on 118.0.
Once you contact ground on 118.0.
118.0 Lufthansa 237. Goodbye.
Hold on, Kev. Oh, I was gonna get a picture real quick. He just ran away. Never mind.
Phnom Pen ground Lufthansa 237 request taxi to the gate.
Lufthansa 237, taxi to gate 37 using taxiway Alpha.
Taxiing to
now he
gate
comes
37
back.
via taxiway Alpha Lufthansa 237.
Alright, hold on. There you go. Alright, got it. Alright, now he's showing off. He's doing donuts.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross check.
Yeah, they're playing my jams today. Everybody get a Mai Tai. Make sure you got your Hawaiian shirts on, your flower shirts. Alright, Mick, thank you for the biddies earlier. Kev, good to see you. Thanks for flying both flights with me. And thank you, Scruffy, for the resub. Appreciate it. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out today. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's flights. If not, you know who the complaint department is. He's standing by to stand by to hear your complaints. So, go ahead and let him know. If you didn't like today's flight, let Joseph know. He'll probably just go like, I don't know what to tell you. was trying to draft me. There's a little maelstrom playing there. That's some fantastic taxiing there, Kev. That was pretty good.
Phnom Pen ground Lufthansa 237, could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft? All right. Let's see. Oh, we can go ahead and get the other engine shut down. Oh, now the music went off. All right, I think we can go ahead and shut this thing down. I need the stepway to reach the jetway. Jetway won't reach me. 35 minutes in the air, not too shabby for our second flight. All right, folks, that's gonna do it for today. We'll get out of here before the ads start up again here shortly. So thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Back next Saturday, 2 flights again, both in the DC-3. We'll be in, yeah, that's in Benin, which is in part of Africa. And then our second flight will be in American Samoa. The second flight shouldn't take very long. We'll be over the water. It'll be basically, we'll take off, cruise, land, but it's going to be a short runway. So it's going to be we're going to have to come in kind of flat and all that. So, anyway, thank you, Mela. Appreciate it. I'm going to try, Kev. I can't promise you because I think you start at 2. So I might be able to make it. Let me try to get out of here. Go get the dogs fed, feed myself, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm going to try. So if not, I'll be in the chat for sure.
But are you doing the short or medium? I probably should have sent you some information on that, but anyway. Do enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning, afternoon, evening. Early Sunday already? Short. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to be there. Let me get out of here, go get the dogs taken care of and all that. So, I will see you all next Saturday. I have been and always shall be your host, pilot, lead singer, and driver of the airplane, Uncle B. Until next Saturday, peace. Live long and prosper.